Hey everyone, this is Louis7 and I am streaming The Lord of the Rings online for the first time in a long time. This will be my first video actually in a long time since my last stream that was also the first one in a while. So as usual it takes me a while to get back used to actually doing this, but in this one I will be doing, gotta mute the YouTube video, and then I will be doing Walls of Moria on my Runekeeper and just kind of catching back up with the game because I do have a chance to stream today. And as I've talked about in my recent channel update in the last stream, that I'd like to take any opportunity I have to stream or do videos like this and go ahead and do them. So there we go. Finally got that where I can actually see the chat. But yeah, I need to go to Eregion to do Walls of Moria on my Runekeeper. He's stuck in Angmar, like the thumbnail. I haven't actually moved him in a long time. He has been standing on this rock, I think, for over a month now, but anyway, we can go ahead. I saw I had a map to go to the Winterhome and Frostbluff, so I think that can take me somewhere that I can get closer to Eregion than Angmar. The other thing I do have is my map home, which is actually to Augir here in Angmar, and I have a travel to Karis Gladdenskill, which is in Lothlorien, so I might have to use that. Okay, so we are here, and then there are a couple of things I want to update just in general with my channel. I kind of did not do the 3 videos I was hoping to do over the past month or so. I think that was even over a month ago. It's been a long time, I think. We want to go probably to Celendum because I can go to like Rivendell from there. I think that one would be easiest, but yeah, there were 3 specific videos I actually had that I just needed to work on and never got around to doing. Hey Elite Gaming, and then Hey Eduardo Gomez del Pulgar. But yeah, those 3 videos I never actually got around to doing, but I still can do 2 of them. One of them might be a little bit outdated, but I might still be able to upload it. So those I still hope to get doing. Did I go to Celendum? I just realized I went to Celendum. I don't know if I did that on purpose, but I wanted to go to Bree, but I can still go to Bree from here. Okay, so I need to go, yeah, to Rivendell. Just kind of reminding myself what I'm doing again. Eduardo, you are Spanish? Well, it looks like that. I didn't even see that you said hola. I think I just read it as hello. But anyway, I need to go to Rivendell, so we need to get going there. Southbury. Could probably actually buy like a map thing from the LOTRO store to go to Eregion. There are probably some of those in existence, but I'm not sure how much they cost. I have almost 10,000 LOTRO points actually. This server I am playing on is Anor, which I need to... I haven't really played LOTRO at all since I last logged on and did that stream on my Warden and Mirkwood. And I haven't really paid attention to what my kin is doing, and I read some of the kin mail and it actually seems like they are doing... Oh, I can actually travel to Rivendell. I didn't know I had that unlocked, but I guess it makes sense because I've done my class quests and all that stuff. So that's good. I can go ahead and open my Hobbit presents as well. There are just so many things going on like at the beginning of the stream that I feel like I keep getting distracted by different things because I talked about like those 3 videos which I do want to get back to. Matham Hunter's Armor. I don't know when Matham Hunter's Armor is ever that useful, so if I ever find a piece that's actually an upgrade I'd like to go ahead and use it, but I am not seeing anything right now that is an upgrade, so we can ignore that. What did I get? A rejuvenation potion? Okay, so I want to go to one of these. I believe it is Echid Dunnan. Hey, the crispy chip. Yeah, it is Echid Dunnan. So I'll go ahead and take that swift travel for 1 mythical coin. I have almost 200 mythical coins, so don't mind spending that on that. And I just saw that I accidentally muted my mic there, but can try to keep this crispy. Crispy chips are definitely better than soggy chips. I have my inventory I also really need to sell, but I should be able to start Walls of Moria from here. Kind of remembering how to play LOTRO and actually move. I just remembered that I recorded some gameplay for those videos that I've been talking about that I need to edit. I have been needing gameplay for those. So I got some of that done. I think I mainly want to keep my crafting stuff and what's that stuff called? Reputation stuff. I don't think there's any like armor or any class items that I really need to keep on this character. This is going very slowly, but these are all armor. I don't think I need any of these. I just see all the crafting pieces, and I think I have finally equipped everything and organized all that. So we can go ahead and sell all of those, and that'll clean my inventory quite a bit. I still have some stuff that looks like that might be, like those level 42 shoulder pads, they aren't upgrades, so we can ignore that. I have level 47 helmet that's a pretty big upgrade, so we'll go ahead and equip that. I guess I got level 47 for it. I kind of remember when I was going through Ingmar on this character that I had that. I have these level 44 gloves that aren't an upgrade. Level 55 gloves will be an upgrade, but that's a whiles away. And the hat, for some reason, I have it unlocked. Oh yeah, that's the one I just replaced. Hey Silene, Kitty, and Cyanium, and yes, I am alive, which is definitely fortunate. Probably doesn't really look like it with my channel being basically nothing. As far as I know, it's been like, I don't even know the last time I did that stream. I could actually look, but I think it was maybe a month, a little over a month, or a little less than a month ago. I don't remember. We don't need to travel anymore. I believe this starts the Walls of Moria. Book 1, Chapter 1. Sounds about right. Talk to Tolkien. He should be inside here. Yep. Yeah, the last one was actually June 26th, so a little bit more recent than I thought. That was about 3 weeks ago. But yeah, hopefully I can start uploading a little bit more with the... Hope I can upload a little bit more with the videos soon. And I have those too that I mentioned I was working on. I finally got some gameplay for those, and I'm going to record some gameplay on this Runekeeper actually for them. So some of the gameplay you actually might see on this character will be a little bit older because I did it shortly before this stream. And another thing with LOTRO that just kind of reminded me, whenever I've gone to actually record gameplay or record videos or anything, when I've had the chance to the past couple weeks, it has always been down. There was one time when it was like Tuesday and they didn't post any message. This might have been last week actually, and it was just kind of down. I think I heard they said it was a server restart, but it took over 2 hours for me to be able to get in, and by then I wasn't able to do anything. What do I need to kill? The Craven and Jagged Talons. And Jared, you said I should shortcut Pet Dismiss so you can cycle Raven. I assume you're talking about Lore Master? Something with that, because I know a lot of people do that with their Lore Master pets so you can get the debuffs. Yeah, we just need to kill 4 of these and we should get all the things. And as far as today's stream goes, I don't think I've quite talked about this, just that I'm doing Walls of Moria. I think I have about half an hour, maybe a little bit more actually today, that I can go with the stream, so hoping to finish all of Walls of Moria. As far as I remember, it didn't take all that long, even with all the side quests, so hopefully that shouldn't be an issue today. I can finish it all. I might not be able to do all the stuff after, like going towards Moria and getting my allies and all that completely finished. Might have to save that for a later day, but yeah, that's kind of what's going on today. And Jink, don't think I read your message yet. You said you love my videos, so glad you love them and glad they're a big help and they're also fun to watch. That is good. It makes me feel really bad sometimes when I just think about my channel, how I've basically suddenly stopped all the videos, and I was starting to make a lot of videos right before that. The break I've had to take. I have a lot of mail. I think I kind of went through all my mail actually. Read some of that and got some of the items I needed to, so they weren't deleted or sent back. Got titles. LOTRO points for something, deeds, and then, yeah, the mail. I did want to look at my class deeds. I have no idea how those are going. We can kind of look at those while running. Yeah, I still have to use the silent skill, final word, and scribe a new ending. That is, yes, this one. And I also have to use do not fall on anybody I see. I do know that one.
Thank you for this.
So we'll go ahead and finish, accept this so we can move Yeah.
cleared. We can only hope that Durin's Bane sleeps deeply.
So Silent Kitty, you're stuck with epic battles, but you keep trying to get back into LOTRO. You hate them so much. Yeah, they're not the most enjoyable. If you just want to like level up and kind of skip that, you can. It's definitely possible to do that, but then I think you do miss out on some of the story and even other parts of it. I personally don't really enjoy those that much, so I can see the issue with it. I ended up basically skipping all those and all the rewards you get from them, because you can get like class trait points from them and good things like that that actually do like permanently affect your character, and also the story component again. But yeah, if you really want to, you can just skip those and level up. Like you could run skirmishes, or I believe even do other quests, and don't need to worry too much about those for leveling. And hey, Mosenri, you say you're so sad because you can't stream LOTRO because your FPS drops down to about 10 FPS. Yeah, if you're streaming with OBS or anything like that, it can definitely impact your FPS a lot. I don't know what your FPS like normally would be. Mine is at 60 right now. But I usually drop about maybe 10 to 20 FPS. It's more noticeable if I'm below 60, because if I'm just staying at 60, we can't really tell, since I have it set on VSync, so the frame rate's locked at 60. Maximum, it could of course drop below that. So I think we just need to kill lizards and kind of go about this. I haven't been paying attention at all pretty much to any of the quests I've got to, and this is just basically playing this based off memory at this point. I could switch to fire, but I feel like with these green mobs that it is going to be easier to stay lightning actually, even though it kind of feels a little bit slow somehow. Don't think it's actually slow, it just kind of feels slow because I have to hit 3 buttons, I guess, to kill them. Oh yeah, I do need to make sure I get all the dwarves along the way. Looks like I just have to find 2 more dwarves, and then I have to find the strong box at the top. I do remember that part. So yours is normally around 60, but you don't have a real video card, it's integrated graphics. Yeah, that would definitely hurt. Because the way I stream it with OBS, so it actually uses my graphics card, and you can set like OBS or whatever streaming thing you use probably to use your CPU, and even if I try that, it affects my performance a lot, so yeah, there's probably an issue with that, just having the dedicated graphics card. Definitely helps with the streaming and FPS component. Killing a lot of lizards, I think I've killed as many as I need. I feel like I'm not finding all the dwarves or whatever I need. I still need 2 more, I just feel like I should be finding more at this point, but maybe not.
Balin came, but we have heard no word from him.
Need to find my way up to the waterfall, and that will be the strong box up there. Really glad my inventory is so clean. That was basically full when we started this, and then I talked to the vendor and was able to sell. You wanted to stream LOTRO from a New Blitz perspective, and all the channels are all pro channels. Yeah, that would be an interesting perspective, perhaps. If you haven't played LOTRO much, or even at all, that could be interesting. I feel like the game, if I were to like just suddenly start it, a lot of it would be overwhelming now, because when I first started LOTRO, they didn't have like the LOTRO store and all that stuff. It wasn't free to play. So there's just a lot of stuff going on with that, and loot boxes, and so many different things they've added, like make them Hunter's Armor, the daily gifts, all that stuff. There's just a lot of that going on. I don't know as free to play if you get 1 free silver gift a day. I think somebody like Premium gets that, and it's just the VIP that gets the gold gift every week. Yeah, you say it is very overwhelming. and you are VIP. I think being VIP might help a little bit with the overwhelming stuff, but even VIP adds a lot. I don't know if I just forgot to talk to this guy or... Oh, he's Broger, so he's not one of the lunches I need to deliver. And give me Door Finder. Don't think that will be... It'll be a defensive upgrade. I don't know if I want defensives right now. So we can continue with the lunches. At one point, I think I have to go to the southeast here. I believe there's another cave there. Trying to remember exactly what that one is, but I think you have to pick up little notes on the ground in that cave. And then maybe kill the boss. For some reason I feel like I had to go back there twice on my warden, but I don't know why.
May Doreen return soon to his halls.
I was kind of curious actually, seeing another person reminds me how many people are online, which is similar to what Arkenstone was around... What was that? Probably a little over an hour to an hour and a half ago, so I don't know if that would have been more peak time or less peak time, but similar population between the two. I've heard a lot of people just kind of chatter that people aren't playing as much on the legendary servers. But as far as I know, like, my kinship is still fairly active, only one other person on right now, but it's like the middle of the day for most of us. I think there were more people online, like when I unchecked it as 1 minute ago, somebody was on.
The shadow of Mordor will not long fill the halls of
Talk to war.
We are running low on pickaxes.
Okay, so we need to bring broken pickaxes to Bozy. So I think I already have the broken pickaxes. Yep, I collected them just from talking to him, I guess. And then I need to go way around and talk to Bozy. So you're finding that you're out leveling zones without even trying. That is definitely a problem in LOTRO. And then your class deeds are way behind, which is also going to be a problem if you just go zone to zone. Or go to different zones based off of the level. So you met decent group of folks for your kinship. Yeah, kinships are definitely helpful because a lot of them do have mad knowledge about the game. I have a lot of people in my kinship just running like some of the Moria and Angmar content that ran it back in the day that actually knew what was going on, and I had no idea what was going on in the instances, so that was pretty helpful. But yeah, you have all the deeds, you have even all these other deeds that aren't class deeds, so if you try to finish all these, you get all the virtue XP from them, like all the different zones ones, so like for a starter zone like Breland, if you did all those and got all of your virtue XP from them, that would be helpful, but if you try to do that, you'll get so much XP you'll be like way out leveled. In your class deeds, for those I just recommend trying to use whatever skills for those as much as possible. Those will eventually get done just by using them. It's something I try to do on all my characters, especially skills I wouldn't really use as much, like Do Not Fall This Day. Whenever I see a random person, I try to give it to them. Which reminds me, I did see a random person. And there's a random person, so we need to give him that. I think I have to use that like 250 times or something crazy, and it has only a 5-minute cooldown. For some reason I thought the cooldown was longer. 5 minutes is way too bad, but still not that great. So what are we doing? We are collecting thick branches, that's right. They are all around the ground here near the trees. Oh, crafting guilds? Yeah, those are pretty complicated. Those confused me a little bit when I first started doing them back on Arkenstone. I haven't done any of them on or on this server, even though I'm actually like crafting all my characters. I have Taylor up here. Don't have any of the Mirkwood stuff, but I'm still actually working on crafting with them, especially through like the master tier. That's when I find crafting most enjoyable and rewarding. Hey Tam from Hawaii, that's pretty far away. And yes, as Mosenrath says, aloha. That would be a more proper greeting. So with the crafting guild, you thought if you joined, that's all you needed, and then yeah, you have to make stuff every day to get all the reputation for the recipes and all those different things for the crafting guild. Yeah, the skills for the deeds that I just went through, it's definitely worth it, but it can take a while, especially the one I just said, the visions and foretelling one, after you use do not fall this day on that one 250 times, which is definitely kind of annoying. That's probably one of the worst ones I've come across. Wait, I don't need to kill the cravens. For some reason I was thinking I need to kill cravens. I need to pick up the thick branches. Is there a daily limit for VIP? There is for premium. Yeah, for the class Ds there's definitely a limit for VIP as well. So if I try to use, I think it's about 1/10 of the maximum, so I don't know if I have a good one to look at. Yeah, scribe a new ending, I can use that 10 times a day, and that is it. You can accelerate it by buying something from the LOTRO store, so you have like unlimited for an hour or something like that. It removes the cap for the time you have the buff going.
As always.
But yeah, that is kind of annoying that there's the limit per day, because sometimes if you play like once a week maybe, it'll take you so many days to do it, but if you play once a week for like maybe 5 hours that day or something and use the skill 100 times versus only 10 times, you could go ahead and get it done. So yeah, it's kind of annoying in that way, but it also prevents people from getting them done in just like 2 days suddenly. So it kind of has to balance with that. So what am I doing? Helping Bori with the task Bozy gave him. So I need to collect suitably sharp Eregian stones, and I somehow have already collected 2. I've been paying 0 attention to my quest basically for the past few minutes. So I believe these stones are in here. I just don't know how I got 2 of them. Maybe I actually did pick them up. I see I just got the second one when I got the quest. I don't know, maybe I picked some up some other way somehow. They aren't in my regular inventory though, so that's why I don't know how I would already have 2. So hey Equinox, you want to go back to LOTRO, but people say all the servers are empty. There are not many players. There are a few players. Some of the servers are more empty than others. I would say if you want to see a lot of other people, go with one of the more populated servers. And one of the servers, or 2 of the servers, are for VIP only, so subscribers, so that would not be free to play. Those ones are generally going to be more populated at lower levels. Not necessarily like more total people in the server, but at lower levels you'll probably find more people. But if you're looking to play free to play, you do have other options for the servers. And then the totally free to play, it's kind of hard to play totally free to play because there will be a lot of grinding involved, but you can definitely go totally free to play because you can get LOTRO points for free or for grinding. It just takes quite a bit of grinding to actually get those. But some people do that and some people find it fun. I personally don't know if I would find it too fun, but yeah, that is possible. Just a lot of grinding will be involved, and probably doing the same content over and over as far as the grinding goes. Not necessarily over and over on the same character. You can make different alts so you can play different classes and get some variety, but it would end up being kind of the same content eventually on those different characters.
Very good. We will start repairing the pickaxes right away.
Okay, Bozy's necklace, don't need that. I think I remember going through this on my lore master, seeing all these physical mastery things that I did love on my warden, but don't help my runekeeper and didn't help my lore master. Okay, so we need to go somewhere. I have a purple quest from something. Or is that that is the one quest? No? Wait, I have this quest? Don't I need to go to the... Oh, southwest, that's where I need to go. Okay, I was confused a little bit. I need to go southwest and not southeast. What is this Heart of Stone quest? That is the session play one, right? The one I don't want to do? Where is that one anyway? I don't even see that in my quest log, Heart of Stone. This is the one I want to do right now, the Heart of Stone quest. Oh, that's book 6, chapter 4. I have no idea how that got on there. Maybe I was tracking it the whole time and just never paid attention to it. But there is a quest, a session play quest that I don't want to do that you can pick up here. But anyway, enough distractions with my quest. To get back to the chat a little bit, I missed Magnus Osterling. He said, awesome to stumble on me live streaming, mostly watched my videos before. Yeah, that is pretty fortunate timing for you to catch it because this is the first one I've done in like 3 weeks and won't be doing streams all too often, but whenever I can do them, I'm trying to do them, and so far it's happened to be one like 3 weeks ago and one now. Maybe I'll be able to do a little bit more in the future, but I am not sure. Can go ahead and accept these. I do have to point out that it is almost in half an hour through this, and I would say about half an hour more that I can comfortably go with this stream, just so you all know. I'm still hoping to finish Walls of Moria, at least most of it, like this stuff. I don't even have to do these side quests, I just kind of like doing them. They're pretty fun to do, and I don't think they overall take as much time, or take all that much time, as long as I keep on going with them and don't keep getting distracted by different things. Cousin Broger. He is up north. We don't really need to worry about that. So what we need to do is collect painted stones. Basically need to collect a bunch of different items and defeat half-orcs and defeat the boss, and that should be all I need to do here. But it is not all I need to do here because I got a new quest. So what I think happened actually was I might have missed that on my ward, and I somehow missed that door or something, because I kind of remember having to go back to the boss like twice. Once to actually kill him, and then the other time for the bone piles. But yeah, that quest isn't much extra to do because it's right by the boss, and I'm getting a little bit low on morale. I always feel like if I'm not getting low on morale or getting close to dying, I'm not trying hard enough. What is that on the map? Is it just a little campfire? I can't really see, there's just a little marking right there, and it's kind of right by the camp. Not actually sure what that's supposed to represent, but maybe that. So we need to go down towards the middle, and I think there's a page here, there's some pages down. The boss is extended like through the caves a little bit from here. This one is a map of Holland. There are bone piles here? I didn't actually know there were bone piles here. I kind of feel like searching them. I don't think I will actually find anything for the quest. Yeah, I didn't find the gold tooth. We need to go down here to get whatever this page is. Don't really know if they're pages. That one actually does look like pages of something. The other one was a kind of a scroll because it was a map. Those are orders. Oh, and there's one more right here. For some reason I remember it being a little bit harder to find all 5. Maybe I just happened to go to all the right places this time. So now, from what I remember of this cave, I need to go up and kind of go around and go through another cave somewhere, maybe along there where that half-orc is running. If I can make my way there, I think I can go all the way around and get there. And that should take me to the boss room, which is maybe somewhat similar looking to this. Or there's actually a cave right here I could go through. This one's probably better anyway. Alright, Mos and Ram, thanks for joining the stream. Glad you were able to catch me streaming, and yeah, you enjoy Blue Line Hunter, Little Zero. And do you also enjoy Runekeeper for their mobility during fights? Yeah, Yellow Line Runekeeper and Blue Line Hunter will be good for mobility. I actually don't know if I'm going the right way anymore. I kind of just assume I am, but I'm not sure with that turn here. This looks like the boss room, actually. Maybe. Never mind, it does not look like the boss room. I think I'm about to go in a big circle back to the entrance, so I should heal up as well. Yeah, that's not where I want to go, so we'll turn around right back into all those mobs. I can actually, if I have steady hands, here it is, go ahead and use a bubble and heal up a little bit. Thinking the boss room, maybe it is actually to the west a little bit. I think I'll go the original way I was planning on going when I was back in this room. Trying to navigate through this cave, and I have a bunch of mobs chasing me. I could fight them all, but I feel like that wouldn't end too well until I get to like a little bit safer area. So I have not been this way, and I think this one should, yeah, it opens up to the boss room right here. I was expecting to actually come out over there, but instead we came out from above. Right, so this is a safe enough spot. If the mobs decide to chase me, I should be able to handle them decently at least. And not mending first, Prelude to Hope, that's just a really strong heal. It might not seem like it because it only heals like 100 each tick, but doing that over 12 seconds is about a third of my morale, so that's pretty good. We kill them, and I am out of combat, so whoever was chasing me is done chasing me, or at least dead. I don't know if any of them actually ran to me. Yeah, so you don't enjoy lines that require the character to be stationary while using skills that isn't as fun. I can definitely see that not being as fun. Like, I enjoy Redline, Runekeeper, and Hunter, which are both the stationary ones. So I personally do enjoy them, but I also do enjoy the mobile ones and being able to move a lot. That's why I am playing Lightning right now, because I enjoy it, and being able to move is definitely good. One of these bone piles should have the gold tooth here. And it was that one, so I chose the right one. It might even be both of them. I don't know if it really matters which one you get. Okay, should be able to exit this cave area a little bit better than last time, because I actually know where the entrance is. And I think I have to meet a dwarf along the way, because he gave me one of these quests. I think it was actually that gold tooth quest. The guy, he was around, somewhere around there in that curvy part that I was moving the whole time while looking at the map. Yeah, using other lines for skill deeds can be annoying, I think, actually, because like with the Guardian, you have to use the shield and you would want to be blue line for that. And I think even some of the skills in blue line maybe you have to use, but I just mentioned that one as being annoying because I don't really enjoy blue line on Guardian, even though I like Guardian. So I will have to get used to playing blue line on my Guardian to get all those class deeds done. And as far as I know with the Guardian, you have to actually use a lot of skills for those, which will be kind of annoying to go through.
Came, but we have heard no word from him.
Okay, could get some earrings. Don't think they will be an upgrade. They actually have critical rating. The other ones aren't all that great. The ones I have, the main thing going on for them is the finesse. So actually the critical rating from that I think is better. Even though it has might, and I don't need might, and the fate isn't the biggest deal. The will on the ones I have and the power, neither of those are really useful. So I think that is somehow an okay replacement. We'll go ahead and finish that. Okay, so now I am good to talk to Sandar, who I hope is... Okay, he is back up at the main road. I was hoping he wasn't in the cave and I didn't miss anything in there. So we'll go talk to him and then go to Broger. And I think we're doing good on timing. I wish that was not so much of a concern, but it is a little bit for me. But as far as I know, we will have the kind of... What is that? What am I trying to think, solo instance part of this, the more story part with the solo instance, and that takes a little bit of time with the thing in the water there. We also have to actually open Moria, I think. I don't know, at some point I might have to come back with the legendary item. I don't know at what point you get that, but as far as like what I want to do today, I just wanted to get to where I was getting my runestone, the first legendary item, was kind of my main goal today. Welcome in Holland. Talk to Wrathwald. Yeah, that's the one I don't want to do. That's a session play for Falls of Moria, or I think it was Falls of Moria. So we can go to Cousin Broger now. Got some more potions. I've actually probably been in situations where I've needed to use potions, but haven't actually used any, I don't think yet. I don't even have the regular potions on my bar, I have the fancy ones. All these ones from like the leveling gift boxes, that one's for level 10s. It gives barely any morale, so I need to like use it whenever I think I will need it, but it's just so little morale that I don't really think about using it in those. I always like to save for some reason. I guess because they have the extra effect of, I don't want to do that. I actually could filter that quest, that would probably be easier. Oh, we need to go find the cause of the wolf's madness. That is right. So we do actually have to go back to down there, and I think we just talked to Broger, so we need to go talk to Browen, who should have an extra task that Broger is giving him. That's how I think this quest is working, and why we need to go. There's a ring over there in the east. So I was planning on leveling my Runekeeper a bit the past like month or so, month or 2 months even, month and a half or whatever. But that has not gone too well. I was kind of hoping to, even if I wasn't able to stream or record videos about them, do stuff with my kinship with Mirkwood, but haven't even had a chance to do that. I was planning on doing it with my Runekeeper. But that hasn't happened, but it's been kind of fortunate for this stream at least, so I can do Walls of Moria. It's something I can do, and it's kind of simple in a good amount of time, I think, for what I have to do. I don't know why I just randomly thought of that. I guess I was thinking about doing Mirkwood content and all that, and I haven't been able to do any of that. So we need to defeat Shadow Wargs, and pretty sure we have to defeat Shadow Wargs anyway, or not talk to a dead body, but examine a dead body or something like that for the Wolf's Madness. Something along those lines. I've gotten some food, it looks like, from these quests, but Masterful Mashes are actually, there's something I could use. 25 vitality is not much though. Okay, here is one Shadow Org. I believe the source is somewhere around here. Don't know exactly where around here, but it should be in this area from what I remember, and it's right here. Oh, it is actually examining the wolf corpse. Okay, so we got that done, and we got the other one done. Maybe? I still have... Oh, it's probably for the Falls of Moria why I have ring icons for that guy. So we need to talk to Browen, and that should be the 2 turn-ins. And then maybe... kind of remember having to head back here now for the wargs. I always forget about that part. And then, as far as I know, we start heading towards the east and towards Durin's Door. Getting some new crafting ingredients, new hides. I guess I use those on this character. Not getting all that much, I guess I got a couple exceptional hides. I don't really use those that much anymore on this character. I probably have a lot more in my storage in my vault because that's where all my crafting stuff actually goes. I think I wanted to make this character armor. I don't know if I ever... Yeah, I did get around to doing that. And I think the level 51 armor is not that great. It looks like the robes are good. I think a lot of them have defensive stats, which I don't really want. Maybe the 54 set is decent. That one's just like raw will and vitality, not that great. So yeah, probably at that point won't have much crafted gear that I'd really want. A lot of this stuff isn't too appealing for my glances here. And I'm definitely heading the wrong way for the quest. What about the 58 set? That's the last one. I know that one should have good outputs that would be useful, like the critical rating for that hat, and that one's actually not that great. For some reason I thought there were more options, but it looks like there's at least one useful option for those two. I only have 3 of the recipes though. Okay, so now we need to talk to Bozy. Finish that and see if I actually get a useful quest reward. Tactical critical multiplier. I don't think that would be more useful than the level 39 ring I have. Really should be a lot more useful, and it has more main stats. It's just main stats don't really do all that much for me. I think the tactical mastery and finesse rating are better on the one I have. The cloak I don't really care about, but that's because I have the shield of the hammer hand. Don't know, I'll get whichever sells for more, which is this one with 7 silver, 50 copper. So this one is the move into Moria and should get started with my ally after I finish this. So if we actually go ahead and travel now, I thought we had to actually go to the east, but I believe we do that in the instance.
Of Moria once again, to reclaim their birthright from the goblins and orcs who now dwell there. Has their time now come? Not even I can foresee their fate.
Alright Tam, thanks for joining the stream. Glad you were able to catch it as well. And glad you do enjoy the class guides. Hopefully can get more of those done. Unfortunately with those they take a long time to record sometimes, but they're actually something I could somewhat reasonably do maybe every once in a while. And in the future should also hopefully be able to make more. So I believe, yeah, we are waiting. Oh, maybe I was supposed to follow Bozy somewhere. Actually, I wasn't paying attention. That is Bozy, okay. We are safe. We're just waiting for them to talk. Got Matham Hunter's armor, but we already looked at that and none of those were useful. I think I finally did use one of those on my... my Warden. I think I actually found one that was more useful than what she already had. I don't remember exactly when that was, but... it was at some point that I found an upgrade from those. Could even have been my lore master, maybe. Killed a few wargs, and now I get the big signature warg. This is one of those fights, because he's a signature, it might feel like lightning's going fast because I can just keep hitting things and all that, but with fire, if I stayed still for a few seconds, I could. You know, take the pickaxes to war at the Hullen Gate, but... what was I going on about? Yeah, with the fire versus lightning, fire probably would have been quite a bit quicker there, even though lightning just feels fast because you can hit them while moving and all that. And you have instant cast. Actually, I think they pronounce it the Hullen Gate. I've always said Holland because it's like Hollin. Yeah, it is Hollin. So I've always thought it like Holland Gate, but I think they actually say Hullen Gate. Instead of probably like the holly trees as I call them, they might call them holy trees. Don't actually know on the trees, I'm just pretty sure the Holland Gate, and if it's the same thing, it would be with the Holland sound. So we need to tell the dwarves to stop disturbing the water. I don't know, it seems like there's nothing too spooky about that water. Apparently it's making that dwarf nervous. And that one was just bored of all the waiting. What was the first one? He just didn't want any harm. He'll leave the water alone. Okay, I was actually not sure if I needed to head back to the store, if I kind of assumed I needed to, instead of head to like Bozy. I think he was over there around the rocks where I was earlier. Looks like he's already here. So he is here to help us remove the rubble here. Or I guess I will remove all the rubble. Little Zero, I did hear about the new Lord of the Rings MMO coming out. I am personally not sure if I'm too interested in it. From what I've heard, it will be also on console, and I don't know an MMO that would be on console if that would really be the type of MMO that is appealing to me. Like, I'm not saying that it would be bad or if I'm like completely uninterested in it. Kind of wish you could hide you probably can somehow hide all the different UI things going on. It'd just be a little bit of a neat screenshot, I think, and you can't change the camera at all, but this will at least be a little bit more cinematic like. Oh, it keeps putting my UI back. I'm not doing that, I'm trying to hide my UI so we can see this without all the clutter, but yeah, with the Lord of the Rings MMO, if it's an MMO that can be played on a console, I just don't think that's the type of MMO that would be interesting to me. But some people will probably enjoy that, and I'm still going to like pay attention to it and see if it is something that I might enjoy. But that's just from what I've heard, that it will be on console. And that's about all I've heard lately. I think Amazon Game Studios is involved. Maybe I heard that. What do we need to do? We need to return to the small outpost, that's right. We need to run really fast. I always have these movement speed boost things in my inventory. Unless I actually want to boost my movement speed. This one gives me out of combat run speed, that won't help me. Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at, how much the console would limit the playstyle and perhaps skill variety and type of stuff you could get out of it. I mean, maybe not, but it's just kind of my assumption that it would be like that. What does his buff say? I kind of forgot. It's just nothing appears to damage this creature. I don't know how sure I feel about stepping in the water right here, though. That'd be a little bit scary. Trying to think what game I heard the studio made. It might have been Warhammer, and I'm not familiar with Warhammer if it was. I don't know too much, or basically anything about that game, but if anyone is familiar with it, I think I heard that it was made by the same studio as that game. Could have been a different game. I think we were beset by some enemy. Completely unknown enemy. He also doesn't know if it was one enemy or many enemy. This might actually be the end to where I can... My UI's hidden now. Talk to Rathwold. This might be to where I can start getting my LI, so it's probably a good point for me to go ahead and start wrapping this up if I am. I'm actually curious if this new robe would be better than the chest piece I have right now. I definitely don't want the bracelet. So I have to kind of think about that robe a little bit. I do drop some tactical mastery from it, but the little bit of critical multiplier, even though it's not all that much, might be help it be worth considering. Okay, we need to talk to Hundi and we can go get our LI from here. But I should get back to talking a little bit about my channel and upcoming videos, which the past 3 weeks, month or so, I haven't had any regular videos. I don't think it really matters what I get, so I will actually get the fire one.
Will you help me?
And I already have it, so I need to talk to somebody. Do I need to talk to the guy in Rivendell yet? Where is Rivendell? Trollshaw's Rivendell? I do need to talk to the guy in Rivendell. If that's only one mythical coin, I think that one's actually worth it.
a shadow upon my
Okay, bring the weapon to the Forge Master to be identified. But to get back to, oh, I have a lot to identify. A lot of them I can't use yet, but might as well go ahead and identify them, I suppose. Oh, I can't even identify them, okay. I got Healing, Wrath of Flame, another healing one. No, I need to equip it. That would make sense that I need to equip it. That is probably a thing that I need to do. Okay, slot a relic. What relic do I want to slot? These ones actually might not be too bad. I have the morale one I would rather than the will and get a lot of mastery on that. Guardian. Westerness damage, don't really care about either of these for runestone since I hope I'm not meleeing all that much where it matters. And then what else? Achieve the 10th level. So yeah, that is all for my LI. I'm just glad to have got to my first LI. I will probably finish up the Walls of Moria. Maybe you'll see it in a future video, just as kind of a background thing, but that is possible. Otherwise, I might just do it on my own. One of those two is more likely than me continue getting a stream, but I don't know. That is possible that I would be doing that later. Hey, Eric, and I am streaming with OBS. But to get towards wrapping this up, the 2 videos that I am working on, I intend to actually get some work on maybe this next couple weeks. And really do hope you could probably see them before the end of the month. One of them is on Clash Trait Points, I believe. And that's one I just recorded gameplay for this morning. And then the other one, I think would be probably record gameplay on this character as well as getting at with the Walls of Moria, continuing that. I don't remember what the video is actually anymore. I can't think of it right now. But yeah, that's what's coming up. 2 videos and hopefully more videos. And I just remembered I have not talked about a potential new Let's Play, because when I am able to do any recording or streaming type things, it's usually for a shorter amount of time, like half an hour is usually the window I can stream or record videos, which I would much rather record videos than half an hour, because with streaming just all the setup, it'd probably get to be like a 20-minute stream, which probably wouldn't be all that enjoyable, and I don't even like doing super short streams. This one was fortunately a little bit longer, almost an hour, and back in the day I used to stream like multiple hours, but got used to doing them for that long. But anyway, I'm thinking about starting a new champion Let's Play, and it's not necessarily going to be only a Let's Play. I could also combine it with live streaming, but kind of be similar to Louisden, and then could have random episodes that are also live stream. I'm just kind of thinking that would work out well for me. And then I do plan to do one more episode of Louisden, actually, and maybe even continue doing more episodes of Louisden. So that's also possible in the near future. I'd like to go ahead and get something recorded for that just to get the next episode up, because it'll be an update about the series. But yeah, that's a couple things that are going on that I kind of completely forgot to talk about. But anyway, as far as this stream goes, I hope you all did enjoy it, and hopefully I can do more streams in the near future. I did enjoy doing this. And if you did, please consider liking and subscribing for more, and thanks everyone for watching and everyone that joined.